Safety and peace, Malik.
Word that the city was possessed of either. Why do you trouble me today?
Al-Mualim has marked Majduddin for death. What can you tell me about him?
Salahuddin's absence has left the city without a proper leader, and Majduddin has appointed himself to play the part. Fear and intimidation get him what he wants. He has no true claim to the position.
That ends today.
You speak too readily. This is not some slaver we're discussing. He rules Jerusalem and is well protected because of it. I suggest you plan your attack carefully. Get to better know your prey.
With your help, I will. Where would you have me begin my search?
What's this? You're actually asking for my assistance instead of demanding it. I'm impressed.
Be out with it.
As you wish. Here's where I would look. First, to the southwest near the mosque. After that, head south of here. There are 2 locations that might interest you. The southernmost church is one, the other is in the streets, near a synagogue.
Thank you for your help, Dai.
Don't foul this, Altair.
Going to happen. What's got in?
سوف أنبهك إذا رأيته يمر بالجوار.
A few coins. All I ask is for a few coins.
Altair, I meant to meet a contact nearby, but the guards seem to have it in for me. Every time I leave here, I'm attacked and forced to flee. I'm simply not the fighter I once was. Would you be willing to see me safely to my destination?
All I ask is for a few coins. No, you don't understand.
Your life ends now. What are you doing? Move!
Get them off of me!
What happened here? Now comes the English king and his infidel army. They leave horrors in their wake. Saladin rides to meet
You're a dead man.
that these barbarous acts might be brave and God. Infant, you will die here.
All right, where are you?
There is no greater glory than this. Praise be
Go pester
Saladin.
someone else.
He has found the strength to stand in defense of our great civilization. Make no mistake, it is our very existence. Pay for your sins! The infidels fight for the world.
don't understand. I have
All right,
nothing.
where are you?
Good. I should be safe here. They won't dare spill blood in front of a holy place. In the chaos, I managed to grab this from one of the guards. Perhaps it'll be of use to you.
My family's sick and dying. Could you spare a few coins? Please, can't you spare something? I'm poor and sick and hungry. No, you don't understand. I have
What
nothing.
happened here?
All I ask is for a few coins. Please, can't you spare...
What is that man thinking? Your life ends now.
Give up! There's nowhere to run!
Belki farkında değilsin ama halihazırda kaybettin.
I will catch you! There's no way out! He's finished! Stop running! You cannot escape! Everywhere!
Leave now.
You will not get away from me! How can one
Halihazırda kaybettin. Gel buraya. Beni yenemeyeceksin.
I am sorry, Ahmad. They came without warning.
My son? They have my son? What is to be done with him?
We did everything we could.
What is to be done with him?
He's to be executed. Today.
No, I won't allow it.
But what can we do? Majduddin will hear no appeals. He says there can be no barter with God's will.
This is not God's will, but madness. I'll go to him myself. Where is he?
He will attend the execution. Perform it even. He enjoys the act. A truly evil man.
We have no time to lose then. Let's go.
What is that fool doing?
Geber
Tamam,
kafir!
خطاياك.
Kovalayın! Burada! Bu taraftan buraya!
وقف عن الجري ينتهي معي إنه يهرب إلى طريق المسدود وقد انتهى إنه يهرب إلى طريق المسدود وقد انتهى وقف عن الجري
After him! Faster!
Carefully, those around you. Those you think you know so well. For none of us is above temptation.
Damned archers. We are to launch an assault against one of Majd-ud-Din's lieutenants. But we cannot do anything until the rooftops have been cleared. And I have no men to spare. Would you be willing to help? Just make sure they do not see you coming, or we will have to begin again.
I stand before you to deliver a message. Should Richard take Jaffa, there will be no stopping him. He will march on Jerusalem next. We must end this before it has a chance to begin. That city is ours, has always been ours.
Kill him! Infidel! You're mine! I'll have your head! Filthy head!
When you are exposed, use sharp turns.
He's going to run into someone.
Damned archers. We are to launch an assault against one of Majd-ud-Din's lieutenants. But we cannot do anything until the rooftops have been cleared. And I have no men to spare. Would you be willing to help? Just make sure they do not see you coming, or we will have to begin again.
Now comes the English king in full armor. They leave horrors in their wake. Saladin rides to meet him, that these barbarous acts might be avenged. Pray that God, glorious and exalted is he, finds favor with us, that he may grant us victory. Praise be Saladin! He has found the strength to stand in defense of our great civilization.
For him to do that?
Make no mistake, it is our very existence we are fighting for. The infidel king would see us all wiped from... Oh! We must resist! We must push back! The fires of war consume the land, and thousands of lives are lost in its defense. It's a tragedy. But I say, this is another God.
Glorious and exalted is he. The fight is to disrespect him. There is no greater evil than this. Majduddin understands. He works to cast out the wicked among us, that we may live righteous lives.
He helps us always.
Watch carefully those around you, those you think you know so well. For none of us is above temptation. Should they act contrary to the law, no matter how minor it seems, they must be reported. Small crime today leads to larger ones tomorrow. Majduddin will help. Only come forward so that he might know their names. Watch carefully those around you, those you think you know so well. Why would he do that? For none of us is above temptation. Should they act contrary to the law, no matter how minor it seems, they must be reported. A small crime today.
I'll take you down! I will find you! Well done.
All hold darkness in our hearts. Each day is a struggle to remain strong in our faith. We are all
The English king and his infidel army, they leave horrors in their wake. Saladin rides to meet him, that these barbarous acts might be avenged. Pray that God, glorious and exalted is he, finds favor with us, that he may grant us victory. Be wary, friends. The shaitan is everywhere. Watching,
Kill him!
waiting. He helps us always. Be strong like Saladin. Whatever way you pass. I stand before you to deliver a warning. Should Richard take Jaffa, there will be no stopping him. He will march on Jerusalem next. We must end this before it has a chance to begin. That city is ours, has always been ours.
He's going to cause trouble.
It is our duty to defend it until death. The Crusaders must
Leave
be
now.
destroyed.
Damn fool must be out of his mind.
Praise be Saladin! He has
Someone
found
tell me
the
why he's
strength
doing that?
to
He's going to
stand
hurt
in
himself.
defense of our great
Raise your
civilization.
head! No, you know he could not
This is our very existence.
He's over there!
The infidel king.
What are you doing?
We must resist. We must push back.
He won't get away! Hey, keep up with you! Don't let him get away! كسر! أنت تتبع طريق الضلال!
Who's responsible for this?
Tragic.
We all hold darkness in our hearts. Each day is a struggle to remain strong in our faith. We are only human. We might falter. We might fail. Majduddin is here to see that even when this happens, we are returned to a proper course. Confess to him, and he will show mercy. But try to run, to hide. You will be found and watch carefully those around you, those you think you know so well. For none of us is above temptation. Should they act contrary to the law, no matter how minor it seems, they must be reported. A small crime today leads to larger ones tomorrow. Majduddin will help. Only come forward so that he might know their names. We all hold darkness in our hearts. Each day is a struggle to remain strong in our faith. But we are only human. We might falter, we might fail. Majduddin is here to see that even when this happens...
Richard takes Jaffa. There will be no stopping him. He will march...
I'm starting to understand why Al-Mualim favors you. I assume you have been sent to deal with Majduddin, yes? Then it might help you to know that he enjoys lecturing his prisoners before executing them. While doing so, he turns his back to the crowd. It would be the perfect moment for you to strike. Now, I must attend to my men. We have our own targets to deal with.
Make no mistake, it is our very existence we are fighting for. The infinite king would see us all wiped from the world.
You know, we could have been more careful.
We are only human. We might falter. We might fail. Majduddin is here to see that even when this happens, we are returned to a proper course. Confess to him, and he will show mercy. But should you try to run, to hide, you will be found and made to pay. There is no harm in naming them. Those among you who defy the law. We are nothing without our faith, without its rules and its direction. To defy it is to defy the one who leads us. Such behavior cannot be allowed.
God damn you! Leave me alone!
What have I ever done to you?
Enough! I still breathe, so you must desire more than just my life. What is it?
You know Majduddin well?
Better than most.
He seems a bit too righteous. Is the law really so important to him?
What do you think?
I think he hides something, and I think you'll tell me what it is.
It's a veil. All of it. Men like me, we are meant to scare them, fill the people with fear. The ones he kills, not criminals, but dangerous all the same.
Dangerous to who?
His plans. Their plans. Yes, he speaks of others. Those he works with. Works for, perhaps. I am uncertain. They need the city, though. Controlling it is important to them.
Why?
You'll have to ask him yourself. Attend one of his executions. It's when he's most talkative, addressing the crowd, hands covered in blood.
Then we are done.
You again, Grandmaster. Safety and peace. I'm so glad to see you. In these troubled times, they ask me to prove myself. But I feel so inadequate when I compare myself to you. I must kill 2 of Majduddin's men without a fight. Could you show me the way? I will be forever grateful, and share a very interesting story with you.
Leave now, or I'll make you.
No, you don't understand. I have nothing.
What's got into him?
You are the best the clan has ever seen. Here is my story, Master. I was cleaning the temple steps. I overheard 2 scholars praising how easy it was for them to pass the soldiers guarding the entrance of the execution plaza. If you time your entry properly, they could provide a nice distraction for the guards. But I am sure that with your wisdom, you knew that already.
What's he doing? سوف يؤذي نفسه هذا. ما الذي يجعله يركض هكذا؟ Damn fool must be out of his mind. فليسأله أحد لماذا يفعل ذلك. Look.
Another chicken.
Did you see the order? He wants us to repair a stage for another execution today.
It's the one at the western edge of Solomon's temple. I was on my way just now.
So much death.
Worried that our true leader might return and bring a measure of justice to this city.
Yes, and not this mockery Majduddin parades before us.
How? How does something like this happen?
Everyone appointed in Salah ad-Din's stead is met with an untimely end. And now, the position falls to him. He, who was once nothing more than the Emir's scribe.
How convenient. It would not surprise me to learn he was behind these accidents.
Shh! If the guards hear us, we'll be taken for treason. Executed on the very platform we have to repair. Come, let us return to work. Your presence annoys me.
Make room.
What is it?
سوف يؤذي نفسه هذا.
All I ask is for a few coins. No, you don't understand. I have nothing.
I should kill you for that.
Move.
war consumed the land, and thousands of lives are lost in its defense. It seems a tragedy.
What news, novice?
I am not a novice.
A man's skill is defined by his actions, not the markings on his robe.
We can trade barbs or do Al-Muallim's work. It's your decision.
Then be out with it.
Jerusalem's regent Majd-ud-Din is holding a public execution not far from here. It's sure to be well guarded, but it's nothing I can't handle. I know what to do.
And that is why you remain a novice in my eyes. You cannot know anything, only suspect. You must expect to be wrong, to have overlooked something. Anticipate, Altair. How many times must I remind you of this?
As you wish. Are we done?
Not quite. There is one more thing. One of the men to be executed is a brother. One of us. Al-Mulim wishes for him to be saved. Do not worry about the actual rescue. My men will take care of that. But you must ensure Majd-ud-Din does not take his life.
I won't give him the chance.
So I hope.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
ask is for a few coins.
You are not allowed to be here. Leave.
Leave, peasant, before I make you.
Demand silence! People of Jerusalem, hear me well. I stand here today to deliver a warning. There are malcontents among you. They sow the seeds of discontent, hoping to lead you astray. Tell me, is this what you desire? To be mired in deceit and sin? To live your lives in fear? Then you wish to take action? Your devotion pleases me. This evil must be purged. Only then can we hope to be redeemed.
This is not justice!
You've no right to do that! Who do you take?
And all of you stand idle, complicit in this crime.
What curse you are! See how the evil of one man spreads to corrupt others? They sought to instill fear and doubt within you, but I will keep you safe. Here now are four filled with sin. The harlot, the thief, the gambler, the heretic. Let God's judgment be brought down upon them all! Temptress! Succubus! Whore! He goes by many names. Her sin!
ثمن خطاياك. كافر! أنت تتبع طريق الضلال! انتصر معي! جملة مني! Limbs! Guards, kill him!
Your work here is finished.
No, no! It had only just begun!
Tell me, what's your part in all of this? Do you intend to defend yourself as the others have and explain away your evil deeds?
The Brotherhood wanted the city. I wanted power. There was an opportunity.
An opportunity to murder innocents.
Not so innocent. Dissident voices cut deep as steel. They disrupt order. In this, I do agree with the Brotherhood.
You'd kill people simply for believing differently than you.
Of course not. I killed them because I could. Because it was fun. Do you know what it feels like to determine another man's fate? And did you see the way the people cheered? The way they feared me? I was like a god. You'd have done the same if you could. Such power.
Once perhaps. But then I learned what becomes of those who lift themselves above others.
And what is that?
Here, let me show you. Jerusalem needs a new ruler.
So I have heard.
What's this? No words of wisdom for me? Surely I have failed in some spectacular fashion.
You performed as an assassin should. No more, no less. That you expect praise for merely doing as told, however, troubles me.
It seems everything I do troubles you.
Reflect on that. But do so on your way back to Masyaf. Your work here is done.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
We done already?
Get up.
Whatever you say, Doc.
I'm ending the session. I'll be right there. You're sure about this? Yes. No. Everything's Denver. I don't see how he could... Of course. I understand. You're in a lot of trouble, Mr. Miles.
What's his problem?
They're coming for you.
Who's coming for me?
Assassins.
Hey, I had nothing to do with this.
Sounds like they're mounting some kind of rescue attempt. Guess you're more important than you realized.
Man, things just keep getting weirder and weirder around here.
It was bound to happen.
What do you mean?
That little fight your ancestors started during the Third Crusade, it never ended. You're being held by Templars.
Vidic's a Templar?
There's no way you could have known. They hide it so well. But to answer your question, Vidic works for them. We all do. Abstergo is their company.
I thought Templars were old dudes with funny hats who sat around drinking beer and plotting world domination with, like, the lizard people.
No. Except the part about world domination, I guess. Look, Desmond, it's complicated. Half the stuff they say about the Templars comes from crazy tinfoil hat-wearing nut jobs. The other half is misinformation intentionally produced by the Templars themselves.
But they are the bad guys, right?
If there's one thing I've learned since I started working here, it's that there's no such thing. It's all so relative. I guess the best way to explain it is, what they want is good. But the way they're going about it, it's bad. Really bad.
What are they trying to do? Lucy?
Yes.
Miss Stillman, I need to speak with you. Get up here, now!
On my way, Doctor. I'm sorry, Desmond. I have to go. You should turn in for the night. The answers to all of your questions are right in front of you. You just have to know where to look.
Missed you this morning, Doc.
Get in the Animus.
Time to start the program, Desmond.
Use throwing knives to deal with distant enemies.
Come in, Altair. I trust you're well rested? Ready for your remaining trials?
I am, but I'd speak with you first. I have questions.
Ask then. I'll do my best to answer.
The merchant king of Damas murdered the nobles who ruled his city. Majd ad-Din in Jerusalem used fear to force his people into submission. I suspect William meant to murder Richard and hold Akka with his troops. These men were meant to aid their leaders. Instead, they chose to betray them. What I do not understand is why.
Is the answer not obvious? The Templars desire control. Each man, as you've noted, wanted to claim their cities in the Templar name, that the Templars themselves might rule the Holy Land, and eventually beyond. But they cannot succeed in their mission.
Why is that?
Their plans depend upon the Templar treasure, the Peace of Eden. But we hold it now, and they cannot hope to achieve their goals without it.
What is this treasure?
It is temptation.
It's just a piece of silver.
Look at it.
What am I supposed to see?
This piece of silver cast out Adam and Eve. It turned staves into snakes, parted and closed the Red Sea. Eris used it to start the Trojan War, and with it a poor carpenter turned water into wine.
It seems rather plain for all the power you claim it has. How does it work?
He who holds it commands the hearts and minds of whoever looks upon it, whoever tastes of it, as they say.
Then Gagne's men?
An experiment. Herbs used to simulate its effects, to be ready for when they held it.
Talel supplied them. Tamir equipped them. They were preparing for something. But what?
War.
And the others, the men who ruled the cities, they meant to gather up their people, make them like Gagne's men.
The perfect citizens, the perfect soldiers, a perfect world.
Robert de Sable must never have this back.
So long as he and his brothers live, they will try.
Then they must be destroyed.
Which is what I've had you doing. There are 2 more Templars who require your attention. One in Akka, known as Sibran. One in Damas, called Jubair. Visit with the Bureau leaders. They'll instruct you further.
As you wish.
Be quick about it. No doubt Robert de Sable is made nervous by our continued success. His remaining followers will do their best to expose you. They know you come, the man in the white hood. They'll be looking for you.
They won't find me. I'm but a blade in the crowd.
Here, my gift to you, in gratitude for the good work you've done.